To continue building my game, I had to learn how to create worlds, which means becoming a god. So naturally, I sucked at this. But by following this 4-step plan, I managed to create a vibrant world filled with life that will serve as the basis for my game these following months. The first step was outlining exactly what I wanted and how I was going to get there. I started by writing some interesting bits of information about the game's world. It was going to be set in the modern era, was going to take place on an island and involve farming, driving and shooting. I quickly developed a story in this world that serves as the basis for the first part of the map. The story will be explained in other videos. For now though, it was time to sketch the first parts of the map. Once this was done, my job was clear: create all of the assets to turn this raw sketch into a lively world. The basis of any pixel art world is a tile map. So I quickly booted up a sprite and started drawing some farmland and grass tiles. After a few tutorials and retries, I finished the first draft for the farm tiles and the light grass tiles. Following this, I created a darker grass tile to add some more diversity to the forests. After the forest tiles were done, I set my sights on the sea and beaches, since these were quite I had trouble with the cliffs since they needed to match the grass tiles, so I dealt with this problem by ignoring it and creating the sea instead. When the basic sea tiles were done, I made sure to add a beach tile and a wet beach tile as well. The biggest challenge came when I wanted to create the road tiles. This was initially very simple, but I didn't want only 90-degree corners. A solution to this problem would be to create larger sprites for the roads. For now though, I'll leave it at 90-degree corners. Once these were finished, I had all of the blueprints to construct the basic layer of our world. Up next was creating some more environment sprites, such as bushes, trees, rocks, sticks, etc. I also added some seashells for the beaches. I thought adding in some birds and animals would be a good idea and started work on these. After finishing these basic sprites and thinking I was done, I realized I had to revisit my old friends, the glyphs again, to tile everything together. This was definitely annoying as but in the end I managed to somewhat tile the old cliffs in with the new tiles. Now all that was left was adjusting the town I made in the last video to match our new tile sets. I made some bird sprites, which meant I needed to program in some behavior for these things. I kept it simple for now and made it so that birds simply spawn in a nearby tree if the player comes within a certain range. The cooler and hostile animals will get their own video, since these are quite a lot of work. Before we move on to the next part, I imported everything into Unity and created the bulk of the first part of the world. And with all of the sprites created, I could finally start creating the world in Unity. This definitely took a while and I had to quickly make or redo some of the sprites, but in the end, this is what the first area of the game looks like. The final touch that was needed in order to really make this look good was some post-processing. Some falling leaves, lighting and bloom filters later, this is what we have. In general, I'm quite happy with the drawing side of things. I think that my coloring skills need some more work. I'm not gonna try and fix everything here, since that would be a nightmare. I've learned a lot this past month and I'm sure that the next couple of areas are going to keep improving. Ultimately, I'll return to this section and give it a more experienced touch. I hope this video shed some light on how I created this world, and I look forward to hearing what you guys think of the final result. If you enjoyed watching this video, consider subscribing. Thank you so much for watching and goodbye.